Something else that my kiddo and I talk about frequently is because we come from a military family, you have to understand PTSD. You have to understand when somebody is triggered. You have to understand when someone is having a flashback. I mean, it's probably in your own best interest to understand those things. One of my uncles, he will, if he sees somebody that looks of Asian descent, he will freak out if he sees them squatting. And again, like, all of my uncles were in Vietnam. And, you know, if you've seen the movie Full Metal Jacket or Platoon, like, it wasn't, everybody's not your friend. Let's just put it that way. And so if he sees somebody like squatting, it triggers a memory from Vietnam. And he goes into fight or flight and attacks or screams at them, or it's like fight of the fight and flight response. And some people might see that and think of it as racism. And if you grow up in a military family, then you understand that that's PTSD. And they can look similar, but they're actually very different. It's not a systemic hate for all people of Asian descent. It's literally like you are squatting, it's triggering a trauma response from a war. And that's just one example. Like, one of my friends growing up, her dad, I lived with him for a little bit in the middle of Missouri. I got that movie Black Hawk Down because I wanted to watch it. So for me, as the child of somebody who has been in war, and I've never actually been to a war zone, how can I comprehend it? How can I even fathom what it would have been like for you to understand you, right? Like, sometimes movies can help with that, and you watch it and you understand a little bit more. And I watched that movie, and he said he saw that I had rented it, and he said, you know, I think I want to watch that with you. And I'm like, okay, so he was a Green Beret in Vietnam, in the Army. And it's like, are you sure you want to watch that? I don't want to cause any problems for you. You know, I don't want to have any flashbacks or anything. And he's like, no, I think I'll be okay. And it's like, well, I don't own you. I don't decide those things for you. You are